Did he see a demon or was it something completely different? So the guy in the story says that he loves paranormal stories, does not like paranormal experiences. Up until he was 15 or 16 years old, he was the perfect son. He would follow the rules, he would do really good in school, but then he started arguing a lot with his dad. Day after day, they would argue and argue, but it wasn't like this big issues. It was just them going back and forth, like normal things that happen in families. So he says that he was 16 years old and he got in one of the worst arguments with his parents. It began with words, they were arguing back and forth, and then it started with them cussing at each other. Something that he says he had never done before and like never wants to do again. Unfortunately, he says that it didn't just end with the bad words, it escalated to something more. Him and his dad actually got physical with each other, which is something that neither of them have ever done before and never did after this incident. Because of the extreme violence that occurred in that house that had never happened before, he feels that that was the reason of what he experienced. When the fight escalated, his dad punched him real hard in the stomach to the point where he lost his breath, and in return he punched his dad in the lip and cut it open. Immediately after, like after his dad punched him, after he punched his dad, they both looked at each other in shock of what they had just done. He said that he was looking at his dad but also feeling so guilty that he had hit his father. They were both like almost in tears because of what they had just done. His dad turned around, left the house and went to the backyard to do something, and that he turned around and went straight to his bedroom. When he goes into his room, he closes the door and he sits in a desk that is facing a window, and once there, he says that he just starts crying uncontrollably. There, he's like thinking, it's because he doesn't understand me, I can't believe he punched me, he took the air out of me. And then he goes from that to, oh my gosh, I hit my dad, I'm so sorry, I can't believe it. Like, he feels so guilty. He starts thinking about like all the times they've had together. They go to the park, his dad would do anything he would ask of him. So he's very much going through the emotions of, I am pissed off, but oh my gosh, what did I just do? He was very regretful, but he was also upset. Like, he wished that his dad would understand him, and he wished that he could take back what he did. Even if his dad had punched him, he wished he would have never punched his dad. He just wanted to leave the house. Like, he just wanted to leave. He wanted to go to the backyard and scream at his dad, but at the same time tell him how sorry he was that he hit him. So he says that he's still sitting at his desk, and again, he's going through all these emotions, and for some reason, he felt as if he was being watched. And when he opens his eyes through the window, he sees that there is a lady standing in the corner of the street. This lady is in a white nightgown, has really long black hair, and she is looking straight at him. At the very moment that he sees her, he says that he hears this like immense amount of wind. Such a loud wind that it almost sounds like a cry. And mind you, his bedroom is on the second floor, so he's looking down at this lady who's looking straight at him. So once he's looking at that lady and listening to that wind sound, he says that he closes his eyes and opens them again because he's blinking, and in that blink, in that small amount of time, this lady is now in front of the window, but her arms are holding on to his shoulders. Mind you, that window is closed. Like, this should be impossible. He's also on the second floor, and immediately she's right there within that blink of an eye. He says that when he felt those arms on his shoulders, he screamed really loud and actually went backwards and accidentally fell, and he hit his head really hard on the floor. The hit of his head to the floor was so loud, the first person to go up because of the sound that they heard was the dad. He can hear his dad like, hey, what's going on? What are you doing? Are you okay? Trying to get him off the floor. He explains that the image of this lady is something that he will never forget. He still has no idea what or who that thing was, because for the longest time he would tell himself maybe it was La Llorona. But then he explains that after hearing so many stories about La Llorona, he's like, there's no way that was La Llorona. I'm afraid that maybe it was a demon, maybe something that was attracted by the immense negativity going on in that house in that moment. I'm a firm believer, and if you don't believe in this, it's totally fine, but like, I feel that when there's negativity like depression or like something big and negative is going on in a home, these entities or like whatever they are definitely like attracted to that. It also seemed like maybe this thing brought them closer. Like, yeah, he was scared, yeah, he fell on the ground, hit his head, but his dad was right there next to him. So what if it wasn't such a bad thing and maybe it was something positive even though it seemed negative? Well, now I'm lost. I don't know, what do you guys think? Just in case you guys wanted a closer look at my earring, it is a tongue, it's pierced. Ugh. It's like silicone, I think. Oh my god, I should have never put this in my mouth. Gross! There's been worse things.